The game opens up actually prior to the events of Resident Evil 2 and 3, around the time that Hunk infiltrates the Umbrella facility in the original mission to retrieve the G-Virus from Dr. William Birkin, who's the rogue scientist from Umbrella who's decided he's going to take his new G-Virus experiment and sell it to the US government, or at least ask for asylum and try to escape the clutches of Umbrella. So your mission as the Umbrella Security Service is to rendezvous with Hunk and infiltrate your own facility to retrieve the G-Virus from your rogue scientist, Dr. Birkin.
I can't believe Umbrella's blaming us for the outbreak.
If you know your Resident Evil history, obviously, Nikolai shows up in Resident Evil 3, and he's part of the UBCS, Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Service. And he is, even though he's part of sort of Umbrella's official UBCS group, he's also involved with some super secret operations and BOW tests going on, Operation Watchdog, etc., etc. He actually kills off his own squad and does a lot of things to collect BOW combat data to sell it on the black market, etc., etc. So your team in Operation Raccoon City sort of cross paths with Nikolai, and you kind of figure out what he's up to, and he actually tries to double-cross you and get some combat data off of you and your team.
They serve their purpose most excellently.
So Operation Raccoon City features a fully fledged TPS player package. So everybody who's been looking for third-person shooter action gameplay in the Resident Evil universe, Operation Raccoon City delivers exactly that. So we've got a pretty easy-to-use auto cover system for crouching cover, wall cover, etc. It's got everything you would expect: blind fire, you can pop in, pop out, throw grenades, etc. We've also got a CQC system, so there's a melee button which you can use to attack in front of you, to the left, to the right, behind you. You can combo with that. You can do quick kills based on that. You can also do class-specific ability kills. For example, the Demolition class jams a grenade in your mouth and shoves you back into the crowd, and you'll blow up and kill everybody around you. The Recon class, Vector, he's going to slice your neck and actually assume your identity, or assume what you look like, right? So he'll look like the enemy military team, and you can use that to his advantage. We've also got a 2-weapon change system, so main weapon and side weapon, which you'll be able to select at the beginning of each mission, as well as procure new weapons and sort of change to whatever weapons you'd like in the environment. We got some classic Resident Evil items as well: green herbs, first aid sprays, antiviral sprays, things like that. But you know, the concept of this game was to deliver on all the requests we've been getting from fans and critics alike, saying, hey, you know, we want a full-on TPS gameplay experience in the Resident Evil universe. So Operation Raccoon City delivers just that. Even though Operation Raccoon City is a more fully fledged TPS action game this time around, we have not abandoned the survival horror genre completely. We're still going to try to scare you. We're still going to try to surprise you. We've got some more atmospheric, moodier looking levels, as well as some more exciting, explosive action levels and boss battles as well. So if you're looking for a co-op game you can play with your friends, if you're looking for a challenging TPS experience, or if you're just looking for another Resident Evil experience with all the creatures, characters, and environments that you know and love, Operation Raccoon City delivers on all that. Operation Raccoon City features 1 to 4 player co-op and any combination in between, so you can play by yourself with 3 AI companions. You can just play with a friend, 2-player co-op if you'd like, and up to 4-player co-op. We do have a squad system, so if you want to form a group of friends and look for other partners, you can do that. Same thing in competitive multiplayer. You can form a squad and do 4 versus 4 competitive multiplayer. We feature drop in, drop out, so it's really easy to get in a campaign or get into a multiplayer match. And obviously you can drop out whenever you want. But we wanted to make the co-op experience super smooth. The checkpoint system is also easy. If you die, your friends can revive you. If you all die, you'll respawn at the next checkpoint. If you're dead and you're not revived, somebody hits a checkpoint, everybody will respawn at that checkpoint and just keep going. So we wanted to keep the gameplay experience stress-free and allow you to play with your friends as easily as possible. So Operation Raccoon City features a new infection mechanic, and you can be infected by the T-Virus, whether you get bit by a zombie or strangled by a licker, or if a zombie dog jumps on you and bites you, then you can be infected. And what happens when you get infected with the T-Virus is your health gauge will turn blue, so you know you're being infected, and your screen will kind of freak out because you start losing your vision and turning into a zombie. But you still have control of your character. And while you have control of your character, a few things happen. One is that your damage model changes, and you only take damage to your head, and you're completely invulnerable in your torso and your limbs. So you can use that to your advantage in campaign. And if one of your teammates has an antiviral spray, or if you do, you can heal yourself. If not, and your health gauge or your timer ticks all the way down, you actually turn into a zombie and attack your own teammates. At that point, your teammates can treat you just like a zombie. They can shoot your arms off. They can use you as a zombie shield, or they can just kill you. So if you are a medic or a field scientist and you're confident that, hey, I can cure myself and I have enough time to do whatever I need to do, you can actually intentionally infect yourself with a T-virus, complete your objective, heal yourself, and it's almost being like temporarily invincible. So one of the questions we get a lot is, if your mission is to, destroy evidence and make sure that no one has any idea that Umbrella had anything to do with the outbreak in Raccoon City, is why do these super secret Black Ops USS guys have Umbrella patches on their uniform? And the answer is simple. If you're close enough to see their Umbrella patch, you're close enough to get dead. And these guys are good at their job, so no harm, no foul.
Quiet. I hear him.
Another question that we get a lot is, can you play as some of the classic Resident Evil characters? Can you play as anybody else during campaign mode? I'm not allowed to answer that question. I can't say yes, but I also can't say no. And I will say that we probably have some exciting announcements about that prior to launch. So in the coming months, we're going to be talking a little bit more about some of the interesting modes and alternate gameplay that we have available. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City comes out early 2012 on PS3, 360, and PC.
This is war. Survival is your responsibility.